Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, a Candid chat with
All of
All of
us.
us.
welcome back and happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday. So today's topic is
Hey, today we'll be talking about when life gets busy, how to keep showing up anyway.
yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Well, your babe here is Mosumola, the face behind MosunConsult.com, originally from Nigeria, but now I reside and I work in the USA. I'm actually professionally, I'm a healthcare worker and the imaging sector. I'm an MRI and mammography specialist, but now I've added the cap of this digital business.
Hello, everyone. I'm Karen. I'm originally from the Caribbean island of Antigua, but I'm now living in the United Kingdom. I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I work full time in customer services, and I'm also a digital business owner.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now residing in North Carolina. I am also a mom, a wife, and a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Halimatu Jallo. I am a mom of two. I'm originally from Sierra Leone, West Africa, now living in Columbus, Ohio. So, I am a direct support professional and I am a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So, we want to remind also that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays, we do have our live webinars. So, if you want to learn how you can create your, build your online business and also build that plan B or that extra side of income, here are three ways that you can get in touch with us. So, you can either put in the comments more info or you can send us a private message and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our website with your name and email address, and we'll send you that information to watch our free webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So there you can register for either one or for both. So in the UK, the live webinar is every Wednesdays and Fridays. But because of the time, you'll be catching the replay on that one. In North America, you can watch it from 5 p.m. PST to 8 p.m. EST. Um, so you can pick either day or both. Second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works, and also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, if you want to catch the replay from this past Thursday or Friday, depending where you are in the world, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so this past Thursday, we had Jay as our host. She is a resigned educator. And we also had Elena, who is a job quitter for 7 years now and a stay at home mom thanks to this business opportunity.
And we also had Lala, who's a retired childcare teacher, and Chatu A, who's a financial accountant.
Yeah, on the panel also we had Mig Migma, who is a student. Look at how young she is. And we had Pat, who is an IT professional. When you look at everybody on this panel, you will see that people from different career and cultural backgrounds are here, from different age groups. Thank God there was even a student there. So nothing stops you, whatever category you belong to.
Our next panelist is Khalida, who is a program associate. And then we have Bandana, who is a healthcare.
Thank you, everyone. So yeah, so if you're catching the replay from last week, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how to build your online business and start building that plan B or that extra side of income alongside your current job, here are 3 ways that you can get in touch with us to learn more. So you can either put in the comments more info, you can send us a private message, or you can register directly into our website that appears on the screen. All right, so let's dive into our topic for today.
So today, like we have said before, our topic is when life gets busy, how to keep showing up anyway.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, welcome back to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business. And happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are already on Monday. So, let's start with this little thought.
So life doesn't slow down just because we have goals. Work, family, responsibilities, everything competes for our time. The difference between people who progress and those who stay stuck often comes down to one habit. They keep showing up even when life gets busy.
Yes, um, so consistency, is rarely about having more time. It's about managing priorities and maintaining small actions even during busy seasons. So according to some research shows that progress usually comes from steady habits and not occasional bursts of motivation. So that's what we're going to be talking today. And for that, we're going to be talking about the following points.
Okay, so today's points are: small, consistent actions create long term results, time constraints can improve focus, consistency builds discipline, progress strengthens motivation, and support systems help maintain consistency.
Yes. So that's what we're going to be talking today. And so let's dive into the first point.
Okay, so small consistent actions create a long-term create long-term results. Many people believe that big results require big dramatic actions. But in reality, most meaningful progress is built through small, consistent efforts repeated over time. And research from the Stanford University shows that small habits practiced daily are far more effective than long term success, than occasional bursts of motivation. And you may be thinking, why is that? Well, because consistency builds momentum, and momentum builds results. In my own journey, there was a season when I didn't have large blocks of time or perfect conditions to work towards my goals. Like many people, I have a family, I have responsibilities, and I had a full time job when I started this business. So instead of trying to do everything at once, I focused on something much simpler: showing up consistently. Some days the steps were small: learning something new, improving a skill, connecting with someone, and taking more steps forward. So those actions might not seem significant in the moment, but when you repeat them day after day, week after week, they begin to create something powerful. Skills grow, confidence grows, and opportunities begin to appear. So over time, the small actions compound into results that once seemed far away. So you don't need to do everything perfectly. You just simply need to keep moving forward, because the people who achieve long-term success or long-term growth are not always the ones who move the fastest. They are the ones who keep showing up. day by day, working step by step on the things that really matter for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Isabel. So yeah, so Isabel just talked about small, consistent actions create long-term results. So every small things that you do, it compounds, and that's what it keeps you moving. So you keep that momentum to be able to achieve your long-term result. So don't focus on big goals. I mean, taking a big leap, because if you do that along the way, you're gonna stop. But if you start doing, small baby steps, that keeps you moving, and that keeps you achieving the long-term results that you want to achieve. All right, so let's move on to point number two.
Yeah, so time constraints can improve focus. How is that? You see, um, we should not just look at when we have enough time. There can never be enough time for anything. But when you are able to squeeze in time within that your no time, you are able to squeeze in some space for whatever you want. It means that your mind is there and your focus on it, on that particular goal, is improved. Like when you have a new love in your life, like dating somebody and so on, you don't wait until you have the whole day to chat with the person. During your break time, you quickly take the phone. Oh, hello, hello. Even when you don't have anything to say, you, hello, how are you there? Oh, I'm just coming out for lunch. Oh, I've just finished my lunch. And the next moment, when you close, you just find a little time. Oh, I'm just going to enter the vehicle now, this and that. All those ones compound to create that long, that consistent something that you really need. You need to um brings you to the point where this your goal becomes you, and you become your goal. That means you are focused. You don't forget what, in a single day, you never forget your goal. So it is always in front of you, just like your vision board. You place it here and there and here and there. Every time, you don't necessarily have to go to it. Every time you're passing by, you see it. Every time you are passing by, you see it. Per second, per minute, you are seeing it. So, because studies from Harvard Business School found that people with limited time often develop stronger focus and productivity because they prioritize what truly matters. It matters to me. Instead of squeezing that time to just gossip, or to just say, to just scroll through on Facebook, on social media, I spend that time either to do a quick um, live stream, or to make a call to somebody, or to check my email for new business partners. So this is what we're talking about. It just becomes part of you, and it's just like we are breathing, and we don't necessarily create time to breathe. So it becomes your focus, your focal point. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Masamola. So yeah, so Masamola just talk about time constraints can improve focus. So yeah, so um, for those people that have, like a small pockets of time, they really prioritize those small pockets of time to be able to do their business, and to learn, to grow. So that's why, the focus are more. And then if we also go back to the I can't remember the exact name, but the way that you can prioritize time, like every 5 minutes you take a break. Um, I think it's the tomato. What is the anyone knows the tomato? It's also to keep track, to manage your time. I can't remember. I know it's something about tomato, but I can't remember. Um, it really keep you, to have that focus. So when you have those small pockets of time, you're more focused on what, you really have to focus on that time. So it could be, learning something, or doing your posting, for example, is you allocate that time to work, and so it's not wasted on other things that that is not important, that is not gonna let you grow. We do have a comment here from Marisabel. She say big results rarely come from the one big effort. They come from small actions, repeated consistency over time. So there you go. All right. So now let's gonna move to point number 3.
Okay. Consistency builds discipline. So I want to talk quickly about something that many people overlook when they are building anything in life, whether it's a business, a new skill, or even personal growth. Consistency builds discipline, and behavioral research actually shows that habits become automatic through repetition. The more consistently you show up, the easier it becomes to keep going. In the beginning, it always feels hard. You might feel unsure, distracted, or even question if what you're doing will work. But something powerful happens when you commit to small, repeated actions. Your brain begins to recognize them, to recognize the pattern. And what once felt uncomfortable slowly becomes normal. What once required motivation begins to run on discipline. And discipline is what carries you forward on the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. Think about it like this: if you show up for something just once in a while, it always feels like starting over. But when you show up consistently, even in small ways, you begin building momentum. Momentum builds confidence, confidence builds belief, and belief keeps you moving forward. So, whether you're learning something new, building something online, or simply working towards a better version of yourself, remember this: it's not about doing everything perfectly, it's about showing up consistently, because the small things you repeat today are shaping the results you'll see tomorrow. And I'll just leave with this scripture: let us not become weary in doing good, because at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we don't give up. And that's from Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. So yeah, Karen just talked about consistency builds discipline. So, like like she mentioned, it's not about showing up once in a while. It's about being consistent. And when you build that consistency, you create that habit, and that discipline, and that way, you will start building those results, because you're gonna be able to have that habit to show up every day. And the one that I wanted to talk about the tomato was the Pomodoro technique. That's what I wanted to say, the Pomodoro technique. Okay, so let's move on to the point number 4. So progress strengthens motivation. So when I began this new chapter of my life, I didn't wake up motivated every day. Okay, there were moments of excitement, but there were also moments of uncertainty. What I discovered is this, motivation didn't create my progress. It was progress that created my motivation. So according to some research published in the Harvard Business Review, highlights that visible progress is one of the strongest drivers of continued effort. So when people can see that they are moving forward, even in small ways, their motivation increases. So that's what we were talking on the previous point about, doing baby steps, because it gives you that motivation instead of doing a big and then you stop. So I experienced that firsthand. At the beginning the wins were small, completing a training model, posting consistently for a week, hosting a live session, having meaningful conversations, seeing someone in the community that take action because they felt inspired. But none of those were dramatic, breakthroughs, but they were visible movements, and movement builds the momentum. And each small result told my brain, this is working, you are learning, and you are growing. That evidence fueled the next action. So in our community, I see the same pattern. Someone posts their first video, they feel proud. Someone completes their first milestone, they feel capable. And someone leads their first conversation, they feel stronger. So progress creates that belief. And when you can see even a slight shift in skill, in mindset, in discipline, in clarity, something internal changes. You stop forcing motivation and you begin generating it. In life, this principle applies everywhere. You don't wait to feel inspired to exercise. You feel more motivated after you see progress. You don't wait to feel confident to speak. You feel more confident after you have practice. So, progress is energizing. It's a signal to your mind that you are not stuck. And when you feel movement, you lean in more. And that's why consistency matters so much. Because consistent action produces visible progress. And when you see those visible progress, that strengthens your motivation. And that strengthened motivation sustains you on the long term growth. So it becomes a cycle. So action, progress, motivation, more action. So in my journey, motivation didn't lead, progress did. And once I saw movement, I no longer needed external hype. Momentum was enough. And that's my message for this point for you guys. So let's move on to the next one.
Okay, let's talk about our topic today is going to be support system help maintain consistency. So, research from the American Society of Training and Development shows that accountability and supportive communities significantly increase the likelihood of following through on goals. Thank you.
Thank you, Lima. Okay, so Lima just talked about support system help maintain consistency. So when you have that support, it really allows you to maintain that consistency. When we're talking about systems, we're talking about, for example, the community support, mentorship, the system tools that we have, like automated system, the video-based training that we have. So those real all those tools, it helps you to maintain that consistency. It keeps you, to increase, your belief and your growth to be able to achieve your goals. So um, it gives you that bel- yeah, it gives you the belief, but it gives you the space to be able to grow, at your own pace and to continue your journey. So that's another key that it helps you, um, to keep showing every time, thanks to, for example, the automated system, that works 24/7 for you. You don't have to be present all the time. So that's what makes a huge difference to be able to keep that consistency, because you can take advantage of those tools that are available to you. So let's find out what is our key takeaway for this topic.
So, our key takeaway for today's topic is busy seasons come and go, but the habit of showing up, even in small ways, keeps your progress moving forward.
Yes, so that's our message for this topic for today. So we have arrived to the end of our life. So we hope so that you learn something today while we share. Even when life gets busy, you are able to keep showing up anyway because of all the tools, the system that we have, doing baby steps instead of doing big leaps, because that creates the momentum, building, creating those disciplines, habits, to showing up consistency. It really helps to keep showing up, and creating that habit. And also we talk about the progress strengths motivation. So when you keep seeing the results that you're achieving, that keeps you motivated to keep going. So like celebrating your achievements, you know, every little milestone that you achieve, you know, it helps you to keep you motivated that yes, I can continue doing this, you know, I can continue learning, or I can continue achieving more milestones, for example. um, so it gives you that motivation. So if you have any other tips that you want to add to the topic that we shared today, please put it in the comments and we'll be happy to read your comments. And if you want to learn about this online business opportunity and be part of a global online community that motivates you, that uplifts you, that is there for you, so you're not alone on this journey, here are three ways that you can learn more about it. You can put it in the comments more info. You can send us a private message and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have, or you can register directly into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our free webinar. We do have free webinars twice a week. So in North America, it's every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. In UK, is every Wednesdays and Fridays. Because of the time that I think believes is like 2 a.m. So you will be catching the replay in the UK. So when you register into our website, you'll receive an email that will have two links. One is to register to the live webinar, so you can pick either day or both. Second link is the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, you can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out about the webinar? Well, you're going to find out how an online business plan works. And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, let's find out what is our topic for next Sunday.
All right. Our next topic for next Sunday is going to be the unshakable woman, building resilience in business and life.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking next Sunday. So don't miss it. It's going to be a good one. And we have arrived to the end of our lives. We want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and a happy and blessed Monday for those who are Monday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. We also want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. Saying that, we're gonna see you next Sunday. Again, you know, talking about the topic that we just mentioned. So, thank you again for being here with us today. And until the next episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, again, this is chat with
All of
all of
us.
All of
us.
us.
Thank you, everyone. God bless you all, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a blessed week.